Have you ever seen a string of Japanese characters and just thought, wow, that looks beautiful, but I have no idea what's going on? Especially with numbers, it can feel like a totally different planet. But what if I told you that in just the next few minutes, you're not only going to understand it, but you'll be able to count all the way up to a trillion? Yeah, a trillion. Let's crack this code.
So take a look at this. This is the number 8,765. And, at first glance, it looks a little intimidating, right? You might be thinking, is there a unique symbol for every single number? How could anyone possibly memorize all of that?
Well, here's the secret. It's not complicated. Not at all. The entire massive system of Japanese numbers, from 1 all the way up into the trillions, is built from just 10 super simple building blocks.
And here they are, the magic 10. These are the only characters you really need to get started. Seriously, if you can remember these, you've pretty much done 90% of the work. Let me prove it to you. Okay, so let's try a little experiment. We know the word for 10 is ju, and the word for 1 is ichi. So, how do you think you would say 11? Just take a guess.
It's Jui Ichi. That's it. It's literally 10-1. There's no weird new word to memorize. You just stick the building blocks you already know together. And once you see that, boom, the whole system just clicks. Now just think about how we do it in English for a second. We've got these strange, one-off words like 11, 12. Where did those even come from? Japanese just keeps it simple. 10-1, 10-2, 10-3. It's pure, predictable, beautiful logic.
So let's build something a little bigger, like 21. How does the logic work? Well, you just say how many 10s you have and then add the 1s. So you get 2-10-1, Niju Ichi. See how the characters just line up perfectly? 2, 10, 1. It's amazing.
You're probably seeing the pattern already. If 20 is Niju, which is just 210, what's your best guess for the number 30? Exactly. It's Sanju, literally 3, 10, and 40 is Yonju. 50 is Goju. You see where this is going? You're not even learning new words anymore. You're just combining the ones you already know. You can now basically count all the way to 99 in Japanese.
Okay, so you've pretty much got everything up to 99 on lockdown. But what about the really, really big numbers? Well, it turns out we just need to add a few more major building blocks into the mix.
So our first new piece is for 100, hyaku. Think of it this way. Just like ju was the block for all the 10s, hyaku is now the foundation for all the hundreds. It's kind of the anchor for any number with 3 digits.
Moving up, we get to 1,000, which is sen. And here's a pretty cool little connection for you. If you've ever heard the word senpai used in anime or Japanese culture, for an upperclassman or a senior, this is that same sen character. The idea is that they came 1,000 steps before you. Pretty neat, right? In this one is a big deal. This is mon, and it means 10,000. This is probably the biggest difference from how we count in the West. Instead of grouping things in thousands, like thousand, million, billion, Japanese groups everything by 10,000s. So you've got to start thinking in blocks of mon. But here's the best part. That exact same dead simple logic they use for the number 11, it applies here too. So how do you say 101? You just say 101, hyakuichi. There's no 101, nope. Just the blocks, hyakuichi. Simple, clean, efficient. Okay, so like any language, there are a few little quirks, but in Japanese, they're not really random rules you have to memorize. They're just small changes in sound that happen to make the numbers easier and flow better when you say them out loud. It's all about making it less of a mouthful.
Here are the most common ones you'll run into. Just listen to how sen-yaku kind of smooths out and becomes san-byaku, or how roku-yaku gets this punchier sound, rope-yaku. You don't have to think of these as brand new words to memorize. It's more like linguistic polish.
All right, you have all the pieces of the puzzle now. We started with just 10 simple numbers, and now we're going to put it all together. We're going to see how this beautifully simple system scales up to some absolutely mind-boggling numbers.
Okay, let's start scaling up. How do we say 100,000? We go back to our key building block, mon, right? Since mon is 10,000, we just need 10 of them. So it becomes jumon, literally 10 10,000s. Now let's apply that same exact logic to 1 million. How many 10,000s are in a million? Well, there's 100 of them. So the number is simply hyakuman, or 110,000s. Getting the hang of grouping numbers this way is the key that just unlocks the whole system.
And this is where the system gets really, really elegant. In English, we get new words every thousand, million, billion. In Japanese, a new major unit shows up every 10,000. So after man, the next huge milestone isn't a million, it's 100 million. And this gets a new name, oku.
And for our grand finale, we just follow that pattern one more time. 4 powers of 10 above oku gets us all the way to 1 trillion. This milestone is called cho. And just like we saw with those sound changes, each icho gets smoothed out to become the much easier to say icho. And just like that, you've made it. You've just counted to 1 trillion.
So let's just recap for a second. We started with what looked like a really complex, uncrackable code, but we found out it's all built on just the numbers 1 through 10, with a few extra building blocks thrown in for 100, 1,000, and most importantly, those powers of 10,000. It's just a beautiful, logical, additive system.
I mean, think about that for a second. A system that can handle numbers up to 1 trillion, all built on the same simple logic you'd use to say the number 11. It's a testament to real mathematical elegance. So the next time you see a price tag in yen, or you hear some huge economic figure from Japan, you won't just see numbers. You'll see this beautifully simple system working underneath it all. Makes you wonder, what other things that seem impossible are actually just waiting to be unlocked?